Just a kind reminder that from the day I gave my directive, today is the 5th sitting, and we'll invoke Rule 112 of Rules of Procedure as far as leave from the House is concerned. And this goes to all the members. Whereas we are cognizant that some members are absent from the House.
I'm here to state as the leader of the opposition in very clear and unequivocal terms that our absence from Parliament, plenary sittings, is official.
Yes, yesterday, the Speaker of Parliament, ANITA, came out to say that he is going to ban the opposition member of Parliament from all committees. This comes at a backdrop when the opposition member of the opposition members of Parliament announced that they will not be returning to plenary until government gives a response to their demands. Among the demands which were put on the table by the opposition member of Parliament was requesting government to come out with a reply concerning the 18 missing persons, but also to talk about the land saga in the Acholi sub-region. The Speaker of Parliament announced that he was going to start counting the sittings which are going to be missed by these members of Parliament. Under the rules of procedure, if a member of Parliament misses 16 sittings, he or she automatically loses the seat of Parliament. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the decision which was made by the Speaker ANITA, what it means for our electoral democracy, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you are watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There is a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. I dedicate this video to Sechitoleko Yasin, a political prisoner who has been in incarceration for more than 3 years. So, the Speaker of Parliament, ANITA, came out to counter the opposition. In a bid to force the opposition to come back to Parliament, he decided to also chase them away from the committees of Parliament. You know, at first the opposition members of Parliament boycotted plenary. For those who understand, plenary is the sitting of Parliament. But remember also, every member of Parliament has a committee he or she sits on. So the opposition member of Parliament boycotted plenary, but they went on to do their duties in other committees of Parliament. So in the bid to force them come back to Parliament, the Speaker ANITA chased them away from the committees of Parliament. Before I expound on this, let me first give you the tape when ANITA was announcing this. Here is the tape.
Honourable members, I want to welcome you to this afternoon sitting. And just a kind reminder that from the day I gave my directive, today is the 5th sitting. And we'll invoke Rule 112 of Rules of Procedure as far as leave from the House is concerned. And this goes to all the members. Whereas we are cognizant that some members are absent from the House, I'm yet to receive individual letters. And I'm saying individual letters asking for permission to be out of the house. It is strict liability, not vicarious. We take personal liability who were voted in individually, not as a team. So I am here to receive letters from persons who are absent from the house formally. And then I will either formally give permission or not, depending on the circumstance. And if members have decided to be out of the house, then that means they should also not be in the committees, because a committee is an extension of the house.
So that is the Speaker of Parliament. First of all, for me, I think ANITA broke the law. Under our constitution, the Speaker of Parliament does not have power to chase away members of Parliament from committees they hold. Secondly, the Speaker of Parliament cannot determine the way how members of Parliament do their industrial action. Industrial action is provided in our constitution. For those who don't understand, industrial action means demonstrating. Demonstration is provided from within our constitution. So there is no way the Speaker of Parliament can tell how members of Parliament can go about their business. That's why I keep on telling people that ANITA is among the intolerant speakers we've ever had in our country, Uganda. I've ever done a video talking about ANITA Among's intolerance. If you missed it, I'm going to leave a link here in the description. For those who may not have time to watch that video, I'm going to summarize it for you. When the Speaker Anita Among was in her leave, in her maternity leave, there is a way Speaker Taiwa handled these requests which were made by the opposition. In fact, he even went on to talk to the NRM to be tolerant so that the opposition can come back to Parliament, but not taking these drastic measures. So I think that the part of the reasons why Anita Among is so excited is he lacks the intellectual wisdom. Because being a speaker, sometimes you need to be mature and also have intellectual wisdom. Okay? That's why they put on wigs. That wig symbolizes an old person. And by virtue of being old, they presume you to be having experience and wisdom. But the Speaker of Parliament is so intolerant to the opposition, and he normally takes sides. If indeed the Speaker means what she is saying, there are some members of Parliament who have never attended the plenary ever since they saw in as members of Parliament. For 2.5 years, the spouse of the President, Janet Katam, 7, has attended the plenary twice. Okay? Kainda Otafire has only attended the plenary something like 5 times. But the Speaker of Parliament has never come out to count the sittings missed by these members of Parliament. And this shows how ignorant and how intolerant the Speaker of Parliament is. Secondly, that the things which are demanded by the opposition are ethical things, are things which the whole country knows. The Speaker of Parliament cannot come out to say that the things which are being demanded by the opposition were not created by the House. Okay? The legislature is the third arm of government. Okay? Their stand can be binding to the country. It's like the Speaker is saying that she's not bothered if people are abducted or not. But also, the leader of opposition, MATHIAS, came out to say that he is ready not to return back to Parliament until their demands are sorted by government. Let me give you the tape as MATHIAS was talking about this. Here is the tape.
I'm here to state as the leader of the opposition in very clear and unequivocal terms that our absence from Parliament, plenary sittings, is official. What makes a matter official is when it is communicated. And when it is communicated, it is the job of the presiding officer to consider how to treat that official communication. I addressed you last week, but one, and informed the country of the meeting we had in the Speaker's office, the Speaker's chamber, with 3 government ministers, namely the Honorable General Jim Hwezi as the team leader, the Honorable General David Mohozi, Minister of State for Internal Affairs, and the Honorable Oboth Oboth, Minister of State for Defense. In that meeting, there was commitment, a re-echoing of the commitment made a priori in the plenary, then being presided over by the Honorable Taibwa, to the effect that the government will respond to these matters in 30 days' time. The 30 days expired on Sunday last week, to be particular on the 19th of November. On Tuesday, so on Thursday last week, the House Speaker informed the country that the same ministers had approached her and expressed their unavailability. I don't know whether it was in writing or verbal, but at least she communicated and it's on the record of Parliament. Upon which our response was that if they're not available, we are equally unavailable, because at no one time are we going to return to the House without these questions being responded to. So all we are waiting for is the date and the time these ministers will be ready to respond. We need them back to respond. And we're not going to be invited in an exchange with the Speaker. Our demand of the Speaker is follow up her instructions to the executive, namely to come and respond. And it's not safe for us to engage into a sparring match with the Speaker, who is supposed to be a referee in this matter, as a neutral referee. And therefore, our expectation of the Speaker is to demand of the executive to come and answer. Otherwise, any other matters beyond a response to these matters is peripheral.
So that is MATHIAS MPUUGA. For me, I think if the Speaker was tolerant, he would have extended an olive branch to the opposition, but also request government to answer. Because it is true 18 people are missing. Some of them are nowhere to be seen. If the Speaker decides to take a side, yet the Speaker is supposed to be an arbiter. That's why in many parliaments, the Speaker is gotten out of Parliament. He's not supposed to be a member of Parliament, so that he can preside over the House, okay, like a referee, but not like a person who is partisan, okay. Secondly, the opposition can also decide to use other tactics, like come in Parliament for 14 days, as in for 1 day, and stay away for 14 days. Come in Parliament for 1 day and stay away for 14 days. It is also possible. So this battle won't be won by these drastic measures which are made by ANITA Among, since the request of the opposition members of Parliament are pertinent. They are just not they are not playing into the gallery, but they are fighting for the common man. So I think ANITA Among must rise to the occasions. Such leadership positions are given by God so that you can exercise humility among the led. Of course, that's my opinion. You can also tell me what you think by commenting on this video. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.